We are now in the third learning module of our subject or for our course. For this course, for this chapter, we will now focus for technology tools for 21st century teaching. Okay, we will focus specifically for the basic or essential software or applications. So dito, in order for us to advance into to different education software or different education applications, dapat ma-master muna natin yung mga basic software na yan to enhance or to increase our productivity. So tingnan natin kung ano ba yung mga basic software tools na kailangan natin or magagamit natin sa ating pagtuturo. For Learning Module 3, we have the following learning outcomes or objectives. At the end of this module, you are expected to be able to, number 1 is to analyze instructional or productivity needs to identify which of the basic 3 software tools will be the most appropriate to meet the needs. Number 2, select word processing, spreadsheet, or presentation software uses and integration strategies that take advantage of software's unique features and characteristics. And lastly, is to reflect what we have learned from research and practice about how it can meet the instructional and productivity needs. Okay, for the first part of Learning Module 3, we will discuss the basic suite. For the first part of our Learning Module 3, we will discuss the basic suite or the basic instructional software that can be used in the teaching learning process, which will eventually increase your efficiency and productivity. In education and indeed in other areas in modern society, 3 of the most widely used software support tools are word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation programs. For many professionals in education in other fields, these tools have become an indispensable part of their daily work. So why it is important for us to have these software tools? So we have the following valid reason. Number 1 is to improve our productivity. Getting organized, producing instructional materials, and accomplishing paperwork tasks go much faster when software tools are used. Using a technology tool to do this task can free up valuable time that can be rechanneled toward working with students or redesigning learning activities. Number 2 is to improve the appearance. Software tools help teachers and students produce polished-looking materials that reassemble the work of professional designers, and the quality of classroom products is limited only by the talent and skills of teachers and students using the tools. It also improves the accuracy. Software tools make it easier to keep precise, accurate records of the events and students' accomplishments. More accurate information can support better instructional decisions about the curriculum and student activities. And finally, more support for interaction and collaboration. Software tools have the capabilities that promote interaction and collaboration among students, allowing several input from different students at once. Next, we have the recent development of software tools. Number 1, we have the web-based collaboration tools. There has been a surge of software tools that are now available via internet, and many are free of charge, such as Google Docs, for instance, is a tool that provides users access to online programs for word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation. And we also have the open source software. Open source software, computer software whose source code is made available in the public domain and that permit user to use, change and improve the software and to redistribute it in modified or unmodified form. It is also becoming more popular. Open source alternatives to many most popular programs are now available. And the most latest and more popular, we have the mobile apps. All these basic software tools are now available on tablets and smartphones. This portable format makes them easily accessible and flexible to use for both teachers and students. Since these basic software tools has been transferred to handheld format, and the devices themselves had become even more functional for school and classroom use. We have also web-enabled features. This make it easier to connect documents to web page resources that enrich or add the document content. For example, students may include links in the project report to some of the resources they consulted during their research. We also have better file exchange compatibility. In the earlier days of software tools, programs were often incompatible. That is, files or products created in one program could not be opened in another program. Incompatibility was especially problematic between programs on Macintosh and Windows or PC computers. Today, software tools are designed to be much more compatible across programs and platforms, making it much easier for teachers and students to transfer documents and to work together on projects. And lastly, we have the software suites. Because it is usually cheaper to buy several tools as package rather than separately, tools function are increasingly used as part of software suites, which combine several functions such as word processing, spreadsheet, and database and graphics at the same package. For example, ang mga software suites natin, yung mga all-in-one na or kasama na yung word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation software natin. Okay, popularly, we have the Microsoft Office and we also have the Google Suite. And lastly, we have the software suites. Because it is usually cheaper to buy several tools as package rather than separately, tools function are increasingly used as part of software suites, which combine several functions such as word processing, spreadsheet, and database and graphics at the same package. For example, ang mga software suites natin, yung mga all-in-one na or kasama na yung word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation software natin. Okay, popularly, we have the Microsoft Office and we also have the Google Suite.